Welcome to LFFL Primetime, your season wrap-up edition, officially episode number 35. We cranked out the episodes this year. This will be the last one really devoted to your 2021 LFFL season. We're going to recap your champions, maybe some notes in a few of these leagues, and kind of get you ready for the 2022 year of LFF, Little Fantasy Sports. So let's get started in the original league. Granddaddy of them all, Todd, is your league champion for 2021. Posts a 13-3 season, very impressive. Ends the season on a 12-game winning streak. Todd started 1-3 and did not lose after that. The 12-game winning streak is tied with Ben for the longest in the history of this league. Todd will have the opportunity in week 1 of next year to set the longest winning streak in the history of Little Fantasy Sports. Football, I should say, because baseball has had a longer streak. Now, this is Todd's 4th original league title. Congratulations on that. That 4th title breaks a massive tie for second. We had a whole bunch of teams tied for second with 3 titles each. Todd moves ahead of the pack, moves into solo second with that 4th title. Todd's 6th title overall. He certainly has won 4 in the original league, and he also has wins in the LFFL 3 and the LFFL 6. Todd, notably also playing 2 playoff games, is now tied for second with Matt in most playoff games appeared in the LFFL. So Todd's long history in this league got a little richer this year. And as I say, come week 1 of 2022, Todd will have a chance to make it even richer in terms of the history in this league. LFFL 2, Greg wins last week. Was already a game up in the standings. Firms up that 1-game win for the league. Rest of your scores, Andy beats Miles, Eric beats Sean, Bill, a close one over the Merrills, myself over Todd. You see Greg up on top there. Andy and Eric just a game short at 12-6. Ironically, I shouldn't say ironically, really cool. Last night, Austin Eckler moved Eric past Andy by a single point with his game. So Eric officially comes in second place. They were really tied for second, but Eric beats Andy by a single point in points for in the season, which is really cool. Bill, 10-8, Sean, 9-9, I'm 8-10, Todd, Merrills, and Phil all at 7-11. Miles will have the top pick in the draft, sitting at 5-13 this year. So, Greg is your champion. In case you did not know, this has been the thorn in Greg's side. We have been doing this league since 2004. This is the first time Greg has ever won this league. I am sure it has frustrated to no end over the years. His famous 6-5-6 season with 6 ties of a few years back. Greg has been swinging away at this. He's been second a number of times. Congratulations, Greg. You are finally a champion of this league. With this win, Greg has now won titles in 5 different leagues. Slick and I had both previously accomplished that feat. Greg joins Slick and I as a winner in 5 different leagues. Now, here's the thing. Slick doesn't play right now in any league he hasn't played in before. So, unless Slick adds a lead to his slate, he can't get to 6. However, Greg and I both play in 6 through 9. We can absolutely get another one. So we'll see if one of us can pull ahead in that category of who's won in the most different leagues. This is actually Greg's 7th overall title, the 3rd best all time in all the leagues. So congratulations, Greg. I know you fought long and hard for this one. It's a well-deserved win. Glad you could get it done. LFFL 3, your champion over here, Eric Warner, posted 12-5 season on the year. 3rd time's a charm for Eric. He claimed his first LFFL 3 title after losing in the Super Bowl. The first 2 times he had advanced that far. This is the 3rd different league Eric has won in his 3rd overall title. He, of course, won the original league Super Bowl for his first ever LFFL title and then claimed a daily championship a couple years back as well. So congratulations to Eric and foreshadowing that number is going to increase before the end of the slideshow. LFFL 4, what a week 18 we had. Phil ends up taking the top spot for the week. However, the real action was down in the pack. Eric had taken the early game lead in this thing, actually had moved to the top of the season standings there because Greg and I had gotten off to slow starts, kind of had the late game stacked out pretty good. However, Greg made a move on Eric. I was still floundering around. So at one point yesterday afternoon, myself, Greg, and Eric were all literally tied at the top of the season-long standings. My late stack, my Bills stack finally pulled together in the second half, and that Josh Allen to Devin Singletary touchdown locked me into the win for the year, got me second place last night, and locked me into the win on the season. So I 118 points, Greg 114 points, Eric 113 points, a real close battle to the end. As for the actual weeks, This was Phil's third win of the season, his 12th of his career, which ties Eric for third best all time. And as for me, this is my third straight daily championship. I won this year, last year. Of course, Eric and I famously tied 3 years ago, which we now have a tiebreaker to solve. So, look, I won because I ran hot in December, just like last year. Last year, I was not in first place and ran hot in December. I did it again. 5 consecutive first or second places in December and January. So that was what got it done here. Greg, also champion on Saturday in the 2 game slate. He successfully navigated who was playing and who wasn't the best. So, LFFL 5, congratulations again to Mr. Eric Warner. Third time's a charm. Again, third straight playoff trip in this one. It's his first Super Bowl, third straight playoff trip, but Eric gets it done against Greg. This is the fourth different league Eric has won in 1, 3, and 4, and his fourth overall title. So congratulations to Eric. I know the standings, myself, Greg, and Bill all set 9-3, and Eric at 7-5. The reality was, if you look at points scored, Eric, myself, Greg, Bill, we're all kind of in the mix. We're the 4 best teams all year long. We're the 4 playoff teams. Congratulations to Eric. Played the best in the playoffs, had the high score in the semifinals and the high score in the finals. So congratulations, Eric. A well-deserved, a great season, and very well-deserved win in LFFL 5. LFFL 6, your champion is Slick. Takes home his second LFF 6 title in 4 years of this league. He's won 8 titles overall, which is now the second best score of all time. Slick used a big final week to jump up past Josh. Josh comes in second place, a strong season from Josh in this format, highlighted by 2 monthly wins down there, winning in February and March. Bill wins in April, I win in May, Matt Merrill wins in June, Greg wins July, Eric wins in August, and Greg is your career leader in the individual months won. Greg has won 5 different months over the course of this league's history. So congratulations to him. As I noted earlier in the show, Slick has won in 5 different leagues as well. So Slick is tied for first in that category in his 8 titles, second best all time, which is, when you think about it, really impressive because Slick doesn't play in nearly as many leagues as the rest of us. So congratulations, Slick. Another great season from you, even though you didn't do a whole lot of playing, you did plenty of winning. LFFL 7, your champion, Sean. This was Sean's first LFFL title of any kind. Finished the year on a tear, high scoring team for the last 5 weeks. So congratulations, Sean, on that first LFFL title. Always a tough one to get. Can be a challenge to knock that first one down, but you did it over here. Well done. And a shout out to Josh, who finished 4th. Josh has been a top 5 team every season we've done this league. Josh has the career record of 32 survivals over 3 seasons of play. He is averaging over 10 weeks that he's not getting cut every single season. Really impressive stuff, Josh. I think it's only a matter of time before you do win this league as well. Your LFFL 8 champion is none other than Mr. Phil Kaufman. Took the lead early, never let up. Phil had the best team from start to finish. This was not a complicated one here. This is Phil's 6th title overall. He's now won in 3 different leagues, joining titles in Original League and 2. Now adds an 8 to his trophy case. And speaking of adding trophy case, also adds 9 to his trophy case. So we have 2 leagues start up this year. Phil wins both of them. I promise you, he did not suggest these to me. They were my idea with input from others. Congratulations, Phil. A job well done. Wins this one. This is Phil's. So at the end of the day, Phil has 7 titles overall, which ties his brother for third all time behind Slick and myself. Phil is now won in 4 different leagues, of course, is right behind his brother and myself and Slick, with wins in 1, 2, 8, and 9. So congratulations, Phil. Your player of the year is Greg. This was a close one. I know it doesn't look, as close as it may have otherwise, but Greg wins. Eric comes in second. I come in third. Josh, a strong showing this year, coming in 4th. He was actually in second most of the year, was really hurt by the keeper results this week. They lost and they dropped. They only scored 27 points, so they actually lost a few points there. Would have actually been ahead of both Eric and I had that not changed. So congratulations, Josh, on a great season. Phil rounds out your top 5. This is Greg's 3rd Player of the Year finish. He was the first ever Player of the Year in 2009. Also won the award back in 2017. So we had a few milestones and high scores I want to talk about. Your high scores in all the leagues. Your 5 scoring champions. I was the scoring champion in 1. Greg was scoring champion in 2. Matt Merrill scoring champion in 3. Greg scoring champion in 4. I was scoring champion in 5. Of course, you look at that list, you'll only see one name who actually won the league. Some years, this is really, high scoring team wins. Pretty fluky year this year. Matt Merrill didn't even make the playoffs in 3. There are 6 playoff teams in that league. Matt Merrill wasn't one of them, in spite of being a high-scoring team. Was really hurt by the loss of Derrick Henry. Part of his scoring was driven by Derrick Henry and came up short in the playoffs, needing Derrick Henry scoring. Greg in LFF2 was the only high-scoring team who actually won that league. A couple of milestones to report. Phil Kaufman has officially recorded 500 wins in Little Fantasy Football Leagues. Very impressive. Todd Meyer eclipsed the 400 win barrier in these leagues. So congratulations, you two. All that tells me is you're pretty old like me. So congratulations, guys. A lot of fun. And where do we go from here? Here's what's next up in your LFFL universe. Let's initially talk about playoff football. We're going to offer 3 different games again this year, and we'll declare an overall playoff champion and a playoff champion in these 3 leagues. We will have the DraftKings leagues. All of these leagues will be free. If there is a game that day, there will be a contest that day. Some days there'll be the showdown slate. We have this new Monday Night Football nonsense they're doing next Monday. Other days there'll be 2-game slate, 3-game slate, whatever. So we'll see. If there is a game, there will be a DraftKings contest. I'm still deciding. I may tinker with the scoring a little bit and change it up. Best ball. We will have that. That is on Fantrax drafting right now. Eric takes Tom Brady with the top pick. Bill goes Patrick Mahomes with pick 2. They were the top 2 on my big board. So congratulations, boys. Solid picks right there. We will draft that out as much as we can on Friday night. We will fast draft the rest of it. I think at 9 p.m. I will shout out to you all when I have that time in my brain. 10-man rosters. Start the best 5. I'm sorry, there's a typo there. We're going to start the best 5. No positional limits whatsoever. So you can start any 5 guys you want. Doesn't matter. Okay. We will have the blitz. This is again the weekly lineup game where you can use only players one time. We did this on Fantrax last year. It's kind of wonky. It was kind of difficult to navigate. I think that's ultimately where I'm probably going to end up. So it's still all in the same place. But remember, I did on Google Docs for a couple years. We'll see where we want to go with that. I'm going to put some thought into it this week. I'll let you know by this weekend, but be ready. Be thinking about what guys you want to use this weekend. Baseball. I know there is a lockout with no one in sight, but it's not going to stop us from planning. I actually spent some time last weekend putting together potential keepers. That document is ready to go. I will probably get that out to the baseball league shortly. We need to be thinking about some baseball stuff. I will email those of you in the baseball league separately. We will also over that second baseball league on Fantrax, which is a lot of fun. And might even do a best ball one. So we'll see. Finally, football. Best ball drafts. Our February best ball draft will kick off the week after the Super Bowl. We will do one draft every month as we have always done throughout the offseason. We also will have the LFFLA draft we got to throw in there, and we'll do all sorts of fun stuff. So, guys, thank you so much. 2021, another great season of LFFL football. Look, this little train started back in 1991. 30 years later, it shows no signs of slowing down at all. Thank you all for participating. Thanks you all for playing along. It has been so much fun to do this with you, and I look forward to doing the 2022 season with you all. Bye, guys.